hear myself.
Oh, okay.
I hear you guys like you both have a microphone. So
Yeah.
I mean,
he can't hear him because he doesn't have headphones. But I mean,
That's okay. I'm just the host.
so I'm fired.
Can I be fired?
Right. Well, welcome to the Movies with Chill podcast. Welcome.
There it is.
Who's fired?
We're back. Welcome to the Movies
your
with
first
Chill
stroke of the year,
I know,
Calvin.
Yeah, we're back. Yay!
we're officially
That's
back.
it.
Do you smell toast?
French toast.
Sweet.
All right, take two.
Oh. I am your host, Chill. Today, as always, I am joined by David and Lee. Special guest, our producer and editor, Colton.
Oh, was I supposed to say my name?
Second stroke of the year.
I was about to say, so he didn't say their name.
Right.
He said their name.
And of course, our special guest, Logan, on his, second or third time on?
I believe
Second time on?
Yeah, second.
Yeah.
Oh, two-timer
So,
club.
yeah.
Welcome, buddy.
So Logan picked Sonic 3 for us to review.
I wasn't
this
mad
year.
about the pick. I'm not
I
going to lie.
wasn't either. Yeah.
You won't hear me complain.
I mean, it is what it is, but like...
I was a little upset.
Really?
I haven't seen one
I
or
guess...
two.
Well,
This dude's
did you
just a
watch
D1
him?
hater.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Then there's so many
Went in
like...
blind.
I went in blind.
Yeah, but
Have
there's
you
so
at
many
least
like
played
little
the
inside
games?
jokes that are...
Yeah.
Well, Sonic 3 was made in
2024.
2024.
He's got it.
It's an action adventure film directed by...
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I know.
So much.
By Shape Smith from Invincible. They have the same voice.
You're not supposed to watch Invincible. You're
You
supposed
keep
to be watching...
putting it on.
You're supposed...
telling me to come
I
in the
learned
room.
it from watching you. Dad.
Watching you,
You're
Dad.
making me come in the room.
No, you're supposed to watch SpongeBob. You're not supposed to be watching
You keep
Invincible.
making me watch it.
No, I'm saying, hey, I'm
Being
in...
forced.
Come in here and sit down and watch a real show. son.
Watch a real show.
I'll make a man out of you.
So, Sonic 3 is an action-adventure film directed by Jeff Fowler and written by Pat Casey, Josh Miller, and John Whittington, based on Sonic the Hedgehog game by Sega.
No way.
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Starring Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz, Colleen
O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy.
He's got it.
That sounds
Yep.
made up.
O'Shag Hennessy.
Shag Hennessy. That's exactly what I thought of. Shag Hennessy.
Idris Elba, Keanu Reeves.
There it is.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, it's like, no way.
James Marsden, Tula Sumpter, and Krysten Ritter. When a new hedgehog named Shadow emerges from a secret bunker, Team Sonic must help save the world.
Shadow
Looking
Generations.
stuff up, I can see your phone. I'm looking stuff up.
That's why I have a phone.
Stop
So I
looking
can
up.
look
I can
stuff
see
up.
that.
I'm not
You're supposed to know what
cheating.
off the top of your
I've
head.
never played a Sonic game in my life.
Your name is Jeeves, and you're supposed to ask you
This
questions.
is a test, Lee.
Right.
Well, I'm cheating. If you ain't
So,
cheating, you ain't
this dude's
trying.
definitely
You're gonna
getting
get
an
a
F.
bad grade on
So
your test.
welcome to the Movies with Chill podcast.
Exactly.
Third time's a charm. Let's get this show on the road.
Well, just to divert, this is our first episodes for the last 4 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we
Knocking the rust off.
seriously. So, have you guys watched anything new over the last 4 months?
Lots.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Anybody want to go first?
I do.
Okay, tell us.
Do it.
You have 10 seconds. Go.
That show I was watching upstairs.
What's that called?
Magic with Muscles.
Or Michele?
Magic with Muscles. That's
Yeah.
it.
Magic
Cool.
with muscles.
Magic of muscles?
Yep.
I've never heard
Because
of it.
he has no muscles.
So
But he
basically,
keeps convincing people he does.
basically in a world where everybody has magic, it's illegal to not have magic. This guy has trained himself to peak physical condition beyond. So everybody in this magical Hogwarts-esque school believes that this guy has magic powers, but it's just him using his muscles to trick everybody. So like when he's flying, it's actually him just like moving his legs so fast in the air that he's hovering. That kind of stuff.
He's
That
basically
sounds
just
ridiculous.
a level
It is
under one
ridiculous.
Hard
sounds-
pass.
Pass.
He's just a level under One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
It's a comedy. Anyway.
Silo season 2.
Nice.
Severance.
Yeah.
I watched The Gorge on Apple TV.
Yeah, I heard that's good.
I thought it was good. It was fun.
Yeah.
We started The Pit on HBO.
It's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I like that it's very realistic. Like, there's no craziness. And I like that it all happens within a shift.
Yeah, I watched Heretic last week.
Great.
That was good. I like
That's the one I went and saw. I told you guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's
it was really good.
lots of dialogue,
Yeah.
but good.
Yeah, lots of dialogue, but really good. Also Severance, also Silo, White Lotus. I'm almost current on that.
I'm almost up to date on Yellow Jackets. I hadn't watched
season
it.
of Reacher. I believe we're up to date on Yellow Jackets too.
Yeah, that's great.
Went through that. It's weird. It's just girl drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just blowing through a lot of crap. Oh yeah, and I watched season 3 of Daredevil.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
It's good. It's not as good as Calvin says it is, but it's
Sorry.
good.
Not
He
the
overhyped
newest
it.
season. He's
He
talking about.
overhyped it.
I watched like 2 episodes
I
with
don't know
them,
if
and
anything
it's
can
just
beat the
only watched-
Punisher sub story from
In
Daredevil.
season 2?
Yeah, I mean
I'm mad that
that
he's
was
not
one of the
in
best episodes of TV I think I've ever watched. It was fantastic.
They keep using
Yeah.
his logo.
The Punisher?
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't
the
that
new
the-
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punisher
Isn't
hates
that like wasn't that a arc in the comics too?
Yeah. Which is kind of ironic because there's a lot of people that in real life use the Punisher logo and they actually have no idea.
And we started watching Survivor.
Ooh!
I'm on Survivor Fantasy League right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who you got?
So here's
I had to.
1 second. I wanted to say too before you bring this up.
Okay.
Lee and I talked about whenever we bring the show back that we wanted to do our own fantasy league and then just have a mini segment just talking about like
Yeah, I'm in a legitimate like fantasy league.
that's awesome.
Charity and Bianca, but that's how it got drafted. It just got drafted. But you can switch and stuff. There's like 30 people in this league.
Wow.
And I'm in 4th place right now.
How do you
Dang.
get points?
You get 10 votes per tribe on who's going to get voted out. And you get points that way. And then you get to pick who. No, I think that's it for right now. And then you get points on if you have more points in one tribe, one more guesses. Like you guess what tribe's going to lose the thing. And
Oh, I got you.
yeah. And then you have your overall person. But like they sent out links to everyone's bio.
Wow.
And you watch their audition tape.
Well, that's cool.
So we watched everyone's audition tape, and I was like, "Oh, they're going. Oh, they're going.
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
gonna make it. They're not
Do you
gonna
have-
make it."
Who do you have like if you were to take on anybody, who would you do you have like 3 people or 2 people that you would think would win the season?
Who could win?
Yeah.
I think the little girl that has autism.
Yeah.
Could win it.
Yeah.
I think that.
She's milking that tit hard.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
You know
either.
what I think though, and it's kind of crappy, is that's all camera. I think she talked about it one time to the guy, and she doesn't bring it up ever.
No.
I don't think she's milking it. Hold on, let me look at the people. Unfortunately, I do not think that my 2 will do it.
Yeah.
I think that ever
Say?
I bet she's gone in the next 2 episodes.
I hope so. I can't stand
I
it.
I don't think Say's going to make it very far at all.
Eva,
She's too big of a
I
player.
think she's good. That's the little girl. I think it's always the unsuspecting people. I really like Mitch, and I can see.
Is Joe the firefighter?
Yeah,
I like him.
I do
like Joe,
too.
too.
I don't. I think he's too much muscle. I think
Yeah.
they'll vote him out because of that.
I think he's.
You
too
got to
soft.
play under the
I
radar.
think he's too soft.
Yeah. Especially pre-merge, you got to play under the radar completely. And
Yeah, and I mean, Charity might do well because she plays.
yeah.
I think that some of them just play too hard.
So I got a question for you. When they were, I can't remember which tribe it was, but basically somebody found the hidden immunity idol, and she was going around and asking people for help.
That was
And-
Say or Wasai or whatever
Yeah.
her name is. Yeah, Say.
No, not say. It was the
second-
newest, the second one.
the second
yeah.
idol? Oh, yeah.
And then she was like, she gave the clue to somebody else, and somebody was like, "Hey, you could just like lose all of her hints to do this,
Yeah,
Lose the whole
it was-
thing.
all of it."
Shahin had the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, it was, I can't remember who told him to do that. But I thought, man.
It was the
The guy with the like,
mustache,
yeah,
white dude, super gay.
Tom.
There it is.
Yeah.
Super gay.
I like Cedric, too, the surgeon.
yeah.
But I don't
Oh,
think
do
he'll
too.
win it. I like him, but I don't think he'll
He's
win it.
pathetic.
You really don't know until they're one tribe.
He had to.
Like, you don't get a real sense
he's
of
either
who's going to win.
terrible or he's.
Here's the thing. I was debating with Lee, just real quick. I was debating with Lee about this. The surgeon made like a remarkable move, in my opinion.
Okay.
Even though he got out Kevin, which is one of his best friends on the show.
Yeah.
Kevin has proved to be a power player. And also at the same time, he got out Say's immunity idol.
Yeah.
So he had 2 pretty big moves already just out of 1 tribal council.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. So
Well, but I mean, now he's the target.
well, I don't think so. I think Say still has so much of a target on her back because she is outspoken. She lets you know exactly what's on her mind, and you want a meat shield like that going into it.
Does not work on Survivor. I don't understand why no one understands that.
Right.
Fly under the radar until you merge,
Yes.
and then start making your moves.
Exactly.
Because no one's going to remember the moves made at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
When you merge, that is when. Also, I hate to say it, I would be the first one out there looking for immunity.
An idol, yeah.
Anyone who does that never gets voted off
No.
until later on, and they're always like, "I can't believe they're out there doing that. Why?"
Yeah,
I
power
mean,
move.
Yeah, it's a power move.
Yeah.
Who was it? David on, I can't remember, season 38 or 36 or whatever. And he just kept finding them.
Yeah.
He just kept finding them. Yeah.
Well, there's a guy,
You hear
is
him?
complete idol
Did you hear
hunter.
him?
He's like
He said,
whispering in the mic.
"Let's talk about Sonic."
What was the first time that you guys watched Sonic 3?
Monday.
Last night.
Last night.
Last night. So,
Yesterday.
yes,
it's
no,
not.
it was
You
not.
saw it in the theaters.
Yes, you did.
I will tell you,
saw
it's on at my house all the time. I just haven't sat and watched it.
I got you. We saw it in theaters, and when we went, it was me and Logan, and then a bunch. Listen, I'm not knocking Sonic 3 fans. I'm not knocking Sonic fans at all.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying
He's really close to
these
you.
guys. These guys are some passionate people. They are very passionate about Sonic.
You have no idea. You have no clue.
I do, though, because you would think that watching this movie, it was Avengers Endgame for some of these
People
Sonic
cheering
games.
and stuff.
Oh, it was crazy. And again,
I like that. I like watching movies like that.
It was half, parents with their kids and then half Sonic, straight up Sonic fans. And it was nuts. It was crazy.
Wait, remember that one guy where he could make the same voice as Shadow?
Yes, I do. Spot on.
Sounds just like Keanu, huh?
No. Reading right into our icebreaker, which is, what's your familiarity with Sonic or the franchise?
My entire life.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know all the lore and stuff, but I mean, Sonic, it was always, are you a Sega kid or a Nintendo kid?
Yeah.
And it was Mario or Sonic. That's it. I mean, for 40 years.
And you
Yeah.
were a Nintendo kid.
I was 100% a Nintendo kid. I'm a Zelda kid.
Oh,
That's That's fair.
It's
Yeah.
valid.
That's
Factor,
very valid. I mean, since birth, really. I mean, it was Mario and Sonic.
You came out of your mom's with your arms behind your back.
Pretty much.
Running.
I mean, I might as well have.
I'm like a Mario, Sonic, and Zelda guy.
Heck
ya?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's solid choices. The Mario games
My
are
familiarity
great.
with Sonic was I watched the Sonic movie last night.
Nice.
You never played the game?
Nope.
I remember playing it on the Sega and being mind blown at the speed.
Yeah.
Compared to like Mario or anything else. You're like,
Right.
holy crap,
There you go.
Sega was always just a little like a one up on Nintendo when it came to graphics and speed. But
Their games were trash.
their games were
That's
trash.
not.
Most of their
that's
games
not
were trash.
factually true, though.
Everything they ever put out came out first, and then Nintendo came out with something better, literally weeks later. You cannot argue with it. I will not hear it.
I have to agree with that. I'm not gonna lie.
I got a Dreamcast like on release date, and it broke on my first night of owning it. Like it just stopped turning on, and we took it back to Walmart and got a new one. But I was like, "What is happening? Like, what is going on?"
It's better than
But there are some good games on the Dreamcast.
It's better than
always good games on every system, but overall, if you want quality games, and I have a choice between Nintendo and Sega.
you would pick the Kid Cudi machine.
No, I would not.
I'm not aware of this kid cutting machine.
Oh.
Kid Cudi,
This
not Kid
this
Cutting.
kid
Yeah.
cutting
Oh,
machine.
that's much different.
I am not aware of this.
Kid Cudi, he's a DJ.
Anyway.
Dang.
Yeah,
I love that.
of course we do.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about the movie before we get into spoilers. Look,
Go.
it's in bold too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Sonic 3 has a runtime of 110 minutes. It premiered December 10th of 2020 or 2000. Yep, 24.
That's the
And
day.
that was at the Empire Leashire Square.
Yes. Sure. I think, yeah.
Yeah, and it had a wide release date of December 20th of 2024. A budget of 122 million and grossed. Anybody have any guesses?
About 400 million.
Yeah, $486.1 million.
Dang.
Damn.
Wow.
Top box office for the month of December of 2024. Any guesses for the top 3?
Sonic.
Sonic's in there.
I don't even know what came out, honestly.
I know War of the Rohirrim did, but it didn't do very well. I don't know.
I don't know.
Other than Sonic,
Yeah.
I have no idea. No, way before that.
Way before that. So number 1 is Moana 2. Number 2 was Wicked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
3, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. 4, Mufasa the Lion King.
I hear that's
I
great.
gave up Mufasa to watch this movie in theaters.
Oh my gosh.
Wise decision.
Good call.
Number 5 is
Good call.
Gladiator 2.
Ugh.
6, Nosferatu. 7, A Complete Unknown. 8, Red One. 9, Craven the Hunter. And 10, Interstellar re-release.
Yeah.
Do you want to know
It'll be on
something about
Netflix Friday.
Nosferatu?
Have you watched it?
Have you watched Nosferatu?
No, but I know it won the Oscar nominee.
For what?
2024.
Oh, you mean it got a nominee?
Nomination.
Yeah. So facts about the movie before we get into spoilers is that following the release of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in 2022, Jim Carrey announced that he was considering retirement. He would only return to acting if the Angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see. So producers Neil H. Moritz and Toby Asher stated that Carrey's role as Dr. Robotnik would not be recast if he followed through with his plans, but remained hopeful that he would be willing to continue the role if the script was satisfactory to him. So eventually they sent him a script for the film printed in 24 karat ink.
Holy shit.
In February 2024, he was confirmed to reprise his role, making it the first time Jim Carrey has starred in a role for more than 2 films at the same time.
Well, so I also saw an interview with him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you came out of retirement. And they were like, why? And he goes, the money.
Yeah.
I mean,
Money.
I wonder what he got paid. Does it say what he got paid?
$121 million.
Which team is better?
He did not.
And the budget was 122.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got 121.
Well, I mean,
So, like, since he played like 2 different characters, does that mean he gets like double the pay?
well, I mean, I'm
or-
sure that he does get paid extra for that.
I'm sure he
Right?
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
Doing his best plankton imitation.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a number of years, Keanu Reeves had been very frequently put forward when suggesting a big screen voice actor for Shadow. Even before development and the release of the first Sonic the Hedgehog film, the casting finally became a reality when the character's introduction into the film. Even better, for Sonic X Shadow Generations, the movie version of Shadow appears as DLC, or downloadable content, complete with Keanu Reeves' voice, meaning that he both got to do his movie and his game debut as Shadow at practically the exact same time.
I thought he did great. I thought the voice fit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get those big actors in there and it just doesn't fit, but it was
I
perfect.
think
He did great.
Keanu does a really good like dark grungy.
And I gotta say that Shadow's backstory is dark.
Oh
Right.
yeah, it's even darker in the games.
I mean, but I was like, dang, like it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else about the movie before we get into spoilers? Like acting or otherwise?
Nope.
Animation?
No, yeah. No, I think animation's fine. It's a fun story. I mean,
Or CGI or whatever.
I knew exactly what I was getting into going in.
Right.
The first 2 feel the same way.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're ridiculous. But I had fun.
Lots of ridiculous.
But I didn't go into it expecting an Oscar.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I went in expecting fun.
Yeah, I went in with kid glasses on.
Yeah.
And I knew
if
what I
you
was
do
getting.
that, it's a good movie.
I just had a couple of things. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I did too. But
Oh, we're on the
Would you like to comment on how many one-liners Sonic likes to throw out?
Ugh, way too many.
Very, very annoying,
who
right?
voices Sonic?
Is Ben Schwartz?
Oh, cool.
Ben-
I like Ben Schwartz. It's
That's
Don't Be Suspicious, right?
Yeah, that's
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Jean Raphael.
Yeah,
John
John
Raphael,
Raphael,
one of the
yeah.
best characters ever made.
Yep.
You gotta move that
Joseph,
mic again.
Or is that the
There you go.
sister?
Don't be so-
Treat Yourself,
don't
is that
be
the
so-
sister?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Treat
No.
Yourself is Aziz
Is
Ansari.
Aziz Ansari and what's her name?
Yeah, the the black
The sister.
lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Treat yourself.
Fine leather good.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
So would you recommend people watch this? And if so, who?
Anybody that likes Sonic,
They've
should
already,
see it.
trust me,
They've
they've already seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they have, kids.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
Anyone who's played the
If you like Sonic,
games,
if you like video games, I mean, I'm not going to tell my dad to watch this movie.
Right.
You know, even though I'm pretty sure he's already watched it, but I wouldn't be like, Dad, you should watch this movie.
You should watch Sonic 3.
I'm not going to tell Jalissa to watch this movie. It's people I know that,
Have 8-year-olds.
yeah. Yeah, and it's worth it. I think it's fun. Because I think it's fun for the adult and the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
anyone who
He
likes
killed it.
Sega,
for me.
He's the classic Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I mean, all of his scenes were
I got very,
Great.
very Grinchy vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he plays that perfect, like, he's a villain, but he knows how to walk the line, but he's always just a little more villain than he is.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
Colton?
I thought Jim Carrey was great as Eggman. I don't have any complaints at all.
Okay.
He's not like in the games. He's more of like cartoonishly villain, but like in the movies, it's more of like wacky.
Slapstick.
Yeah, it's a lot more slapstick.
Yeah.
But I think it works out a lot.
All right. Are you guys ready to get into spoilers?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's get after it.
On your count, Lee.
In...
Da-da-ding,
Go.
da-da-ding.
There, I hit that ring.
Da-da-ding.
Oh, God, it went so fast. Look at me go.
But first, trivia.
Trivia.
Okay.
Forgot about trivia.
Question 1. Who ate all of the Boston cream donuts?
The guy that was sitting there, he told him I ate all the Boston creams. And you don't get any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Better known as Kyle.
Security guard number 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Kyle.
Why doesn't Knuckles need any of Tails' gear?
He is 1,000,000% muscle.
That's correct.
They got on lockdown.
Yeah. Question 3. What has Dr. Robotnik been doing since the last movie?
Eating.
Getting fat.
Eating
Literally
cake.
nothing.
Feeling sorry for himself.
Eating
Yeah.
cake and watching a Spanish romance movie.
Yes. That's good.
Spanish soap operas.
What's the answer you have?
I have watching telenovelas, eating microwave meals, and playing the congos on his bellow.
God, the inside of the
belly.
egg was so gross.
Oh, yeah.
The microwave egg. He opened it. I was like, oh, God.
The way he assembled the burrito was gross. Like it's just like a microwave burrito, and he just like slops everything
Yeah.
on it. It's just oh.
So nasty. Then he takes one bite, throws it out.
My
Like,
twin,
Right.
peaceful.
my twin brother Pablo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had, what's it, Danny Rojos in it.
Yeah.
Football is life.
Football is life.
I loved it.
I wonder if he was like, I just want to be part of Sonic. Put me
Isn't
in
that the
something.
no-
And they
Please.
did.
Lee.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
You can't look up stuff on your phone.
I can do whatever I want.
Ooh, you got in trouble.
He said that.
Where are you gonna tell? Where are you gonna tell Lee?
Kid's ratting me out.
I know.
He's the one who said it. It wasn't me.
I can do whatever I want.
Question 4. What 2 characters does Jim Carrey play?
Dr. Robotnik
Dr.
and his
Robotnik
grandfather.
and Gerald Robotnik.
That's
I
correct.
think he
Jerry.
gets the points because he said the full name.
Yeah. Ivo Robotnik and Gerald Robotnik is correct
Call
answers.
him Jerry.
Yeah. And bonus question. Ooh. I think you guys know which one's going to be, don't you?
The answer is 3.
Nope. What is a rare lung disease and also the longest word in the
my
English
God.
language?
Oh, my gosh. I have no idea.
I knew once he said that, I knew like he's gonna
He's going to do it.
He's gonna put it in the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I got no idea. What is it?
And you want to get
Lee, look it up.
I know what it is. Oh, I can't. I'll get in trouble.
You want to give it a shot, Lee?
Snitch. No.
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 Okay. Panoma ultramicroscopic siliconovolcanocoliosis.
I don't believe any of that. Especially since
I'm impressed Calvin actually managed to say that.
Right?
Okay, Lee, give it your best shot.
I'll try.
Microscopic silicovolcanoneosis.
Let me. I got this.
Oh, man.
And his phone's broken. Undo typing. I don't know. What
No, just hit cancel.
Rat.
Okay, right there.
okay.
Big cheese eating rat.
Pneumona ultra.
Pneumo.
Pneumo?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you don't say the P. Pneumo. God. Numo. I can't even
May I
get
try?
started.
Can I try?
No. Yeah, he's probably better.
Numo Ultra. Microsoft. Volcano.
You just skipped right to Volcano.
Yeah, he did.
He's trying to like cast a spell, I
All
think.
Oh, cast this spell.
Here we go, David.
Oh my god, now I gotta try it. I don't,
Everyone else did.
I don't know how to read.
You've been saying
I
that.
see it.
Okay.
You say it every single podcast.
Pneumo ultra microscopic silica volcanico neosis. That's all I got. And how in the world did he memorize that?
Because
I
he's
know.
the smartest thing alive.
Yeah, he's pretty smart.
Sonic's the fastest thing, but he's the smartest thing.
That's true.
And it's followed up with
Ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
I wasn't too far off. From
no. And it's followed up with pop pop. Yeah.
My grandpappy.
Yeah. So let's just jump into our not so long form discussion of the film. Take it away, Lee.
Yeah, so the beginning of the movie is some rings coming on the screen
Yeah.
over the mountain.
Oh, we're like getting like
Like
the
Chow Garden.
beginning.
He's getting, and then, Paramount. Yeah.
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 So
The
that's
Chow
what I remember
Garden.
from the beginning.
So honestly, we're trying to get it to a new thing to where we kind of shorten our run times as far as going through everything and hearing dogs,
Yeah.
Okay, I got this. Okay, so the movie starts off with Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails about to race,
Yeah.
and obviously
They trick him.
Sonic is
win.
the fastest thing alive, but he gets beat because
They're
Holograms.
hollow.
they're holograms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And they're surprising him for his birthday.
Yep.
His
Earth Day.
the Earth Day.
Be Earth Day.
Be Arthur Day.
Yep, B. Arthur Day.
I do like that little, B. Arthur Day.
Be Arthur Day.
I'd go to B. Arthur Day.
Hell yeah.
And I believe in the next scene,
It shows how Shadow comes, right?
yeah, we get introduced to Shadow.
You've got the part where gun headquarters picks them up. That's before.
Well, I think that's what we're talking about. He crashes in the meteorite, and then Gun shows up.
Yes.
And gets
Yes.
The meteorite. That's not
That's
until
way.
his backstory.
That's way.
Oh no,
later.
yeah, not the meteorite, but we get introduced to Shadow in his tube.
I thought the
Oh, yeah.
beginning of the movie started with that.
Was it?
I think
it
it's right
was.
at the beginning.
I think the very first scene is Shadow in
Yeah.
containment. The two guys standing there, and then their system gets hacked by Robotnik.
No, that's later. That's after. Like
I don't think so.
telling
I'm
you.
pretty sure.
Telling you, let me finish. He breaks out of containment, and then we cut to where Sonic is about to race. They race. He gets back. Birthday party. Helicopter shows up. We've got a problem.
You mean
You're
the
going
Arthur
with
Day?
us.
You mean the Arthur Day?
That'd be it.
I think no. I think that's the one.
See? It starts off with Shadow.
It does start off with Shadow.
Boom. Roasted.
I see. I thought it was like the race,
Hey,
and then
I
like,
thought you knew everything about Sonic.
dude, I don't even start.
Give me your Sonic card right now.
I don't have it on me, unfortunately.
Lifetime.
You don't have it on.
You have to keep it on your You have to keep it on your persons at all point in time.
I gave it up when I was like,
so right on the fine print.
I gave it up when I was like 15.
Oh no.
When it wasn't cool to like Sonic anymore, and I got
cool
bullied.
now, isn't it?
Well,
Isn't it?
You have to skip
That is
like
true,
10
yeah.
years and then you're good again.
These tickets are not transferable.
No, they're not. Not transferable.
Anyway,
So breaks containment to Sonic, race, be Arthur Day. The helicopter shows up and takes him away. Am I right?
And it's what's her name?
Ritter.
Yeah, but
Jessica
Never
Jones.
tells
Jessica
her
Jones.
yeah, the lady.
I was like, Jessica Jones is in this movie.
I thought she was going to be more of a bad guy.
I did too.
I mean-
I thought she was trying to get the
no,
key
I
for
thought that
herself.
she was a bad guy. Like
Yeah,
I thought she was like, oh,
I thought
yeah.
she was the big bad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
about Jessica Jones.
Always snitching.
Always snitching.
Anyway, Team Sonic,
Team Sonic ready
Gets-
to drop in,
yeah, gets in the helicopter
and then they transport to Tokyo.
where there's
Mass chaos.
no Japanese people really.
Right. No Japanese people walking around in Japan. It's
The
weird.
only Japanese people really is the Chow Garden.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was one family
The
in Japan.
The one girl that says, "Are you Detective Pikachu?"
Yeah.
That one.
He does look like a Pokemon.
That part
Pika, pika.
that part was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I have a feeling that brand is probably big. Is it a real thing?
What, Pokemon
No.
or Sonic?
The restaurant.
Love of God, the restaurant.
No, Chow Garden isn't a restaurant.
It's not like a real.
No,
thing?
Chow Garden's like a thing in the games. It's
Okay.
just like a reference to that.
Okay, so I didn't know that, but I knew it was important to something.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, there's too much going on here for it not to be a real.
Yeah,
thing.
Chow Garden is just like a little like nod
Oh,
to
that's
like.
cool.
And
Okay,
only
I dig
Japanese-
that. Was that a dog or was that Calvin?
Both.
Very
Might be a
quickly
mixture of
going
both.
up the stairs.
Might be a mixture of both. You never know.
Probably.
Dude's pretty spry.
Anyway, where do we leave off?
I don't know, but we are out of it.
Yeah, we are like all.
Not.
This
This
is-
is not going smooth.
This is gonna be pure chaos to edit. I'm just.
All right.
It's going to be 2 hours long. We're going to edit it down to 15 minutes.
We're at.
If
It's
that,
just going to be him
I might just
yelling
say.
at you
I
about.
might just say screw it and just be like, "Yep, we're done. This is the episode."
Wrong.
It might be him just yelling at you about B. Arthur Day.
Be Arthur Dane being on your phone.
Why are you gonna-
Anyway,
We can do about it. We can do about
Why are
it. What are you
looking
going to do
at-
about it?
Leaves
What are you
just
going to
Why
do
are
about
you
it?
on
Please
YouTube?
I'm not on
taunting
the
so
a child.
so we've made it to the
I'm
first
on
scene.
faith.
Okay.
Why are you?
That's how far we've made it since you sat
Shadow
down.
gets
Shadow breaks containment.
yeah.
Gun shows up, gets Sonic at his B. Arthur Day.
Drop
Yep.
him off in Tokyo.
Tokyo, no Japanese people
Yep.
in the restaurant, which is what?
the restaurant is
Garden.
called Chow Garden.
Chow Garden.
Okay.
Well, they fight Sonic, or they fight Shadow.
They fight Shadow.
They get mopped because Shadow is just better than all
Yeah,
of them
and
put
General,
together.
what's his name, dies, right?
At the Chow Garden.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
He
mysterious
says, take the key. Yeah.
mysterious guy shows up on motorcycle.
And does a physics-less spin of impossibility, shooting
Yeah.
all the
He's
drones.
basically.
While having both hands off of the motorcycle.
It was
Right.
impressive.
He's just,
It was
built,
cool.
he's just built different, really.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
I thought that was Keanu Reeves or
was
something.
cool.
He just
Yeah.
lives
John
in
Wick.
in a different dimension.
So does anybody know Keanu Reeves actually owns like a motorcycle line? And I saw
not
some of
know
them
that.
and I'm like, man, that's really cool. And I looked up how much they were, and it's more than how much my truck is. And I'm like, I'm not paying that much for a motorcycle. Anyway,
You gonna John Wick it?
I'm absolutely gonna John Wick it.
The only part from John Wick is when they were punching.
Wait, you've seen John Wick?
No, I've seen clips of
Mm.
it.
Oh, you have? Which
Yeah,
clips?
where'd you see that at?
Where'd you
Did
see
your
that
dad
at?
make you watch it after he made you watch
Ruh-roh.
Invincible?
CGI. I saw them
He's supposed to be watching SpongeBob.
without. I saw like a clip of it, and it was out CGI.
Was the clip an hour and 45 minutes long?
No, it was them punching on motorcycles without CGI.
Whoa. Anyway.
When you're older,
See, the
you'll
trick
love
is-
John Wick.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's going on in the corner while the movie's also playing, so it's like dual
I'm not
wielding.
lying.
Yeah.
It's like dual wielding, watching.
Yeah. Mysterious motorcycle rider takes out all of these Gerald Robotnik machines that pop up,
We
and
don't know it's Gerald Robotnik.
No, it's-
though.
well, they're Robotnik machines.
No, it's Dr. Robotnik.
I
Joe
never
Robotnik
questioned-
Took it from him.
I never questioned. I mean, I didn't know it was the grandfathers, but like,
Right.
I was like,
They're
Mr.
just-
Well, actually,
Robotnik's back,
technically, they're not grandfathers.
Yeah, he stole them.
Yeah,
Yeah, he stole them.
commandeered them.
Yeah, which we don't find out until later.
Right.
We go back, we get our hilarious, Jim Carrey. Basically, the guy on the motorcycle is Gerald, or not Gerald, but
it's,
Ivo Robotnik.
The crab was awesome.
Yeah,
What are you
it was
talking
his
about?
assistant.
It's Stone.
Yeah.
It's,
Stone, you should know this.
Stone. Sorry, my Sonic lure is,
I almost said Dr. Stone.
This is chaos.
It's
and
not
I kind of
Dr.
like it. Usually, this kind of stuff gives me anxiety, but I'm
Right.
digging it.
Mr. Stone, which is Ivo Robotnik's.
Just
yeah.
say, okay, we'll differentiate. Eggman
Quit
is...
looking at your phone.
Yeah.
Eggman is the Robotnik from the first two movies.
Okay. Okay.
Robotnik is the new one that appears only in this movie.
Or Pop
Huh?
Pop.
Grandpa.
No.
Paul.
So
Gerald
there's
Robot-
Gerald, and then there's Ivo. Ivo is the one that appeared in previous two movies.
Okay.
And
Young
everyone
one.
thought
The
he was
grandson.
dead twice.
Yeah. Basically, Ivo's been.
So
Okay, can I? Yeah, I have a question.
So-
Which ones are from the video game?
No, no.
Are
They're
they
both from the video game.
Except Stone.
Okay.
so
Yes,
Maria would be Iva's sister.
Ivo's.
Yes.
That's her granddaughter.
No.
Yes. No.
Because isn't
It's-
Maria is the direct daughter.
So
So
it was
it
the granddaughter.
No, it was granddaughter.
it was granddaughter.
It was
said
granddaughter.
Okay, so then yeah, it would be either cousin or
Ivo's sister.
uncle grandpa. So
Uncle Grandpa. That's a classic show. You ever watch that?
Yeah, it'd be cousin or sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I just kind of gloss over that.
Yeah.
So is this like the beginning of the Robotnik, like when they became villains? Was the death of the granddaughter?
I mean,
Because he doesn't seem like a bad guy when she's alive.
Yeah.
Besides, they have an alien, but that's just government.
So
stuff,
for
right?
Gerald specifically, Maria dying was like his like.
heel turn.
Right.
click,
So is
like
there
his
anyone
snap.
before him?
I'm sure there was people before them, but they weren't necessarily important.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's that was my question.
But I think
was that
his
the moment that they
yeah,
became
I think
like
that's
evil?
his whole family line is like misfortune incarnate.
Yeah, sure.
So, just question: were the Robotniks ever involved in Germany around 1930s?
Probably.
I'd say
I
yes.
can't answer that legally. I can't answer
I'd
that.
say yes.
No.
100%.
Okay. Got
The
you.
mustache, maybe.
They
Just the mustache.
I think they,
Specifically the mustache.
I think they designed cars.
I love that it came from the youngest one in the room, the 9-year-old.
Eight
Close
right
enough.
now.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
eight right now.
We rounded up for you, buddy.
2 days. Yeah,
Oh, happy birthday.
yeah. So,
Happy birthday.
which is why we get doing Sonic 3 this week. So,
Be Earth Day.
yeah. Happy
Be
B.
Arthur
Arthur
Day.
Day.
Be Arthur Day.
Yeah, we got to get that in, Lee. No looking at your phone. Let's get through this movie.
Thank you.
Basically, just to kind of gloss through the movie, where Team Sonic go through, Gerald Robotnik finds out that his grandfather is here, which is one of the funniest scenes of the entire movie, where they do like, the mimes in the mirror, and then they're like, it's crazy that you're so smart, and it's almost like we're being played by the same actor in a
I like it
movie.
when the fourth
Yeah,
wall
same-
breaks because they both look at the camera, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do
I
at the
like
same
when the
time.
fourth, yeah.
Like, and they were spending time together, and
In VR, that was
Yeah.
hilarious too. Yeah.
and it played Wouldn't It Be Nice?
That is
Yeah.
literally my
By the
entire
Beach
living
Boys.
room all the time.
Yeah.
They played.
I've
Wouldn't-
grown
they
to
played
hate
Wouldn't
virtual
It Be
reality.
Nice by the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
It's just constant noise and talking in my living room.
I understand that completely.
I
They
told
have rooms.
Jalissa that I very much wanted to just get up and kick it off his head.
Yeah, but for VR you need space.
Yeah,
Because
there's
otherwise
not
you're
enough.
otherwise you're
He
gonna crash
already
into a wall.
Punches the walls and tables and stuff, and I'm like, buddy,
You need to make him a room.
Yeah.
VR
I've said
room.
that. And Jalissa keeps going, this is why we need a bigger house. Yes, so my child can just play VR somewhere.
You know what you should do? You should get a room, paint all the walls black, and then get like a orange.
Yeah, make it a holodeck, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Orange outline, baby.
Yeah,
I
baby.
got a riddle for you. I got a riddle. One story house, everything is yellow. What color is the sails?
Is that a word?
Did you have a stroke?
What color are the stairs?
It runs in the
there
family.
are no stairs. It's a one-story house.
That's correct.
Okay, I got one. I got a riddle.
This is devolving into mass friggin' chaos.
Okay, I got a riddle too. I got a riddle too.
Who wants to help me with my taxes? Real quick.
The timing of that joke was perfect. Oh, it killed me. I haven't laughed like that in a long time, actually. That is
How
great.
about this stock market?
Thank you, buddy. That was awesome. This episode is chaos. Sorry, Chris, if you're listening still.
You wanted us back. Careful what you wish for.
Okay,
So we now know that the fifth guest is too much.
There might be one guest too many.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is probably the episode that I am most excited to listen to. Because I don't even remember what we've talked about. We've gone through Survivor.
Be Arthur Day.
Be Arthur Day. You left and it went even more into chaos when you left.
So, so Sonic, we get, just to hit on a couple cliff notes, we get really fun scenes with Jim Carrey playing grandson and grandfather. Yeah. And then we get a really tragic backstory with Shadow in the 1970s. Some
1976.
there you go. Right on the money. Right. And basically it's your standard. He befriends a human girl. They form a really good friendship, and then an accident happens.
Tragedy.
You forgot
Yeah.
one scene. The scene where they replaced Shadow with the teddy bear.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Anyway,
I do.
she dies. Shadow gets extremely upset, and he is locked in containment for the past 50 years.
That'll make you go a little crazy.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
I'm surprised he is as stable as he is.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Especially if you're held in goo
You
for.
can't talk. You literally can just think
Yeah.
for 50
Exist,
years.
and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's terrible.
There's a fun scene too where they have to break back into gun to get the other code, because there's 2 codes to this mass machine that
Death Star knockoff.
exactly. We do get hints too that from the second film, I believe, they have the emerald, basically just like a power emerald that gives you ultimate power.
Makes him go Super
Yeah,
Saiyan.
yeah, exactly.
Very much, yeah.
Super Saiyan 2.
4. They have tails.
No,
They have tails.
because he's not red, Lee. He's not red.
Knuckles
Not
is.
red.
No, Knuckles is white.
but
Knuckles
Knuckles-
is white.
No,
Knuckles-
Shadow.
Shadow is
turns
white.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shadow turns white. Sonic turns yellow.
Gold.
Oh my god. Same difference.
It had no stairs.
And Knuckles turns pink.
Does he really?
Yeah, he actually does turn pink.
Does Tails?
He doesn't. He's never gone super, like ever.
And I always
He's the gadget guy. He
thought
doesn't need to.
Tails was a chick.
That happens a lot.
I don't know.
A lot.
He's voiced by a chick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair enough.
I
But-
think we needed a little more inclusion on this, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we do at the very end, but that's so they hint about the Master Emerald being held off by Knuckles, and he has it in a super secret location that nobody can find.
That's right.
They break into gun. There's a really cool dance scene. What'd you guys think of the dance scene
It was funny.
of Gerald, like both the Robotniks?
Yeah.
As they're trying to break in. I mean, that was
Yeah, it was
That
great.
was
What if
great.
The lasers hit him in the head.
That's what I was wondering the whole time.
Me too.
Never happens.
Also, why do the lasers turn white? Like, there's no. It is literally just a Jim Carrey dance scene.
There's some moments in this movie where I'm just like I turn to Leon like just don't even
Yeah, you
just don't
can't-
ask questions.
there's no reason.
Just don't. Just,
It was
just go with
entertaining.
it. Just go with it.
Same with SpongeBob and asking why the patty is not.
Is
crumpled up.
SpongeBob code for John Wick?
It's code
Same like SpongeBob when
It's
his
code for
car gets
invincible.
stolen
No,
Yeah.
and he goes and has to
SpongeBob
get
is
it
And
back.
his dog dies.
Dog dies. Gary dies.
Anyway, they break into gun. The Robotniks get the other code. They go up into the Death Egg, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Go into the gun headquarters.
It is implied that James Marsden character Donut Lord gets killed by Shadow
He's
because
not dead. He broke his arm.
it's implied.
I find out later that he's not dead.
I didn't get the implication that he was dead. I
He's
got the
not
implication
One
that he was
Punch
just
Man.
hurt real
It was
bad.
just hurt. Okay.
Shadow isn't
Could have
One
been
Punch
dead.
Man.
Could have been dead.
Anyway, seeing Donut Lord
chaos
get
and I love it.
completely get hurt on a really gets Sonic going.
Serious scale.
Yeah, and
He goes
you think,
serious mode.
yeah, you think that him and Knuckles are gonna get into it because Knuckles promised, like, hey, I'm not gonna give up the Master Emerald because you made me promise not to do it. And Sonic's like, well,
But I have to trust you
I have to trust you.
and your judgment,
Here we go.
which is always flawed.
So Logan, where's the super secret place that the Master Emerald's being held?
I keep
Crickets.
forgetting his name.
It's on top of the sheriff's department in
What's
Colorado.
that guy's
I don't know
What's
his
that
name.
guy's name?
I don't actually know that guy's name.
Was he from the second movie?
He's from all of them.
He's from, yeah, and then he's
I think it's Wayne.
Because the main dad, he's a police officer, and that's his like deputy.
deputy. Yeah,
Oh.
you would know a lot more about him, and also kind of funny
The
thing.
Donut Lord is awesome.
Ben Schwartz, what's his sister's name?
Mona Lisa?
Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is in the Knuckles TV show.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and she plays the
She's from
deputy sister.
SNL, right?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, she was on Parks and Rec.
She's not from SNL? She's the snail. What's it? Marcel the Snail as well, right? You ever see the little like snail like animation?
Nope.
And it talked really?
Nope.
It was like a big YouTube.
Let's just
it was
get
huge.
back
Don't do YouTube.
to the movie.
Oh, okay.
We keep getting sidetracked.
Yeah. Thanks, Logan. I'm glad that
Where
you're
were
the
you
one on it.
45 minutes ago, Logan.
Where were you before you told that joke?
do you know what this is? It reminds me of a Steven Spielberg movie with all the talking all the time.
I can't do it.
For the audience, Calvin is rethinking his life choices.
Yes, let's
Get back together. Let's make another one. Let's get the band back together, he says.
4 months
and
later.
and Logan is dying.
This podcast is bullshit.
He said the line.
Exactly. But that's for another time.
Yes, that's for another rebranding.
Right.
Why'd you do spoilers
So-
for the next movie?
Sonic gets upset, goes, finds
Whatever.
Glenn.
Glenn, and he's playing freaking hockey with it on top of the sheriff's department. And he's like, hey, that was mine. Picks it up, turns into Golden Sonic, goes flying through the air to the Death Egg where Gerald, Ivo, and Shadow are all up there. And then Gerald drops the ball to Ivo that, oh yeah, I'm not here to kill the hedgehogs or anything. I'm here to destroy the world because there's nothing left to live for since my daughter died 50 years ago. Granddaughter.
Forgot a scene.
I'm sure we did.
We forgot. in their little crab mech, Stone was told to stay with Shadow. Shadow basically spills the beans that Gerald has something in mind than just taking over the world. He just straight up wants to nuke everything,
There won't be anything.
including himself.
Yeah.
Right.
This dude
What's
wants
his
to
name?
destroy
What's that
everything.
character's name?
Stone.
Agent Stone, yeah.
And he makes amazing
We
walk.
we forgot to talk about him just like they forget
Revenge
about him in
walk.
the movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Revenge walk.
He's a great character, though.
He is
Yeah,
fun.
he's good, funny sidekick.
Yeah.
Comedic relief.
There's a really fun scene where Shadow and Supersonic fight. How does Shadow get a hold of Master Emerald?
Rings it there.
Knocks it right out of Sonic.
Okay, and then they both go super.
Like
saying-
Mario
They
and
both grab it
Luigi
at
in
the.
the
They grab
Mario
all of them
movie.
at the same time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it
And
splits
so
into its different rings.
we get a
which I don't
really fun
know
scene.
The
about.
Infinity Stones to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're called Chaos Emeralds.
I think were they around before or after the Infinity Stones?
No, they're after, because I think that's what they're loosely based off of, maybe.
Well, I would assume
It's got
so,
to be
but
after because the Infinity Stones came out in like the
60s.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
70s.
It's,
Is it 60? I
it's
didn't know if that
definitely
was a
after.
new or if it's a old.
That's
Cool.
been around for-
Okay,
like
continue.
70s or 80s.
So they both become Super Saiyans.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Fun fight scene between Sonic and Shadow where they're both, super
tough and
kicking each
Sonic
other's
comes
butt.
out on top.
Shadows,
Yeah.
just do it. End it.
Kill
And
it.
then
Come on, do it.
Sonic remembers back to earlier in the movie where Donut Lord is like, hey, what matters,
His name is Tom.
Donut Lord,
Donut Lord
Tom.
said that don't let your pain change who you are.
right here,
Quit being Aaron from Attack of the Titans.
Right?
right here. No, your heart,
My lungs.
my lungs.
Melts old Shadow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so Sonic even says earlier in that scene too, like, oh, I wonder what I would have become if I didn't have such a good support system, which basically is what Shadow is.
Boom.
So,
But also, hey, it's really good to see someone of my own race.
right.
None of that ever happens.
I love too.
hey.
Earlier on, when they first meet, he's like, "Hey, you look like me," and Shadow's like, "No, you definitely look like me. I've been around for 50 years prior."
Yeah.
So, like,
And then-
yeah,
Because Sonic's a teenager, isn't he?
yeah, just about.
Yeah.
At least from my
And then Sonic goes, I'll ask the questions here. Why do you look like me?
right.
Are
That-
we starting the movie over?
I guess so. They team up, and Shadow kind of realizes, like, hey, maybe ending the world.
Not a great idea.
Yeah. So we get a really cool scene of them going out and fighting what are they called? The machines?
Robot.
The robot.
Oh, the gun robot?
The gun robots. Well, is it the gun? Yeah, I guess it would be.
Welcome to
because
the
it's
Movies
a gun
with Chill podcast.
Yeah.
Take
Anyway,
4.
inside of the Death Egg, both of the Robotniks are going through, and they're both fighting over control of the
Egg.
Death Egg, which is pretty funny. They're having like claw arms and all this other stuff. It's Jim Carrey facing off against Jim
They
Carrey.
basically have the new
I call
Spidey
this one-
suits.
Right,
That are
right.
able to, like, nano into
Mantis.
different things.
Yeah.
Mantis
I
was
call
great.
this one meant to see me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this much CGI since I watched Green Lantern.
That's good.
Oh man.
When he said turn on safety, and it was just a little fence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strokes ran in the family.
The 3-inch fence.
He's a
You're
hell
good,
of,
buddy.
He's a hell of a joke teller. I promise.
Yes.
It killed me.
It did. It was good.
Escaping.
Yep. Ivo loses this fight, kicked out of the death egg in the middle of space.
Yeah.
Somehow he's survived by
Tails.
But wait,
Tails.
aren't Sonic and Shadow just chilling on the moon without oxygen?
Having a conversation.
Yeah.
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 Don't think about it too much. Just let it happen.
No, I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm just.
We get a lot of wallpaper poses too with Sonic and Shadow as they're going through and they're fighting all the egg machines and stuff like that. Gerald Robotnik sets up the death egg to where the beam is about to hit Earth. That's it. Team Sonic, along with Shadow, they're able to and
Can't say this on air.
Tails saved him from falling into space and brings him up and hits him with
Hits him with a little quill.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he gets incinerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just beep.
Yeah.
Like
Bug
that,
zapper.
the craziest death of any villain ever was. It was just beep. He's gone. Yep.
Pop Robotnik.
Yeah. Pop Robotnik.
Got him with
So-
a bug zapper.
Yeah. So they're trying to divert the death laser from hitting Earth, and it's kind of a fun scene where they're trying to push it. You've got Sonic and Shadow both still wielding the Chaos Emeralds, Super Saiyan, and they're blocking the laser from coming through. Pretty funny where it passes through Earth, and then it's lasering out in space, and then it just like cuts the bottom half of the moon off.
Destroys the Earth anyways.
Right.
Pac-Man.
Destroys the Earth anyways because that moon has got to go somewhere.
Right.
It's like Pac-Man.
Right.
It's like
It's not gonna, it's not
As
gonna
soon
mess
as
with
I
the tides at
so
all.
I'm watching the movie and Jack's playing VR, of course, directly
Yeah.
in front of me, and I said, "So they destroyed the Earth anyways?" And he went, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, buddy, I mean, if you cut the moon in half and it becomes in segments, that's got to fall, go somewhere, and the gravity of Earth is probably going to pull it to it." And then he immediately went, "Can that happen?" And I was like, "No, it's not going to happen." But he was like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes." Calm down.
I think,
Are you positive?
I think Earth's gravity would keep the moon in orbit in pieces.
Maybe. I mean, you
But-
get fragments for sure.
Yeah, you get some fragments, and it's
fragments.
probably going to mess with the tides.
Oh,
seriously.
Yeah, it's gonna mess with stuff. Maybe that'll be in the fourth movie. If there's continuity, like I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
If in the fourth movie the moon is in
Still two pieces.
Yes.
Drifting away
yeah
slowly.
Yeah. What was that Time Machine? The remake of the Time Machine when he looks up and the moon is like in
Fragmented.
fragmented because
Yeah.
they were mining it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. That movie was good for the first half.
I agree. And then it turned to crap.
Yeah, exactly.
At first I was like, yeah, this
is
is
so
great.
cool.
And then it just
Yeah.
Kinda
falls
like
flat.
this podcast.
Yeah. That's for another time.
Buddy, that happened an hour ago.
Yeah.
That was at the beginning. The beginning.
Death Egg is about to just fall apart and blow up. Shadow and Ivo Robotnik staying behind. Team Sonic is falling down to Earth. Another thing, too, is that throughout the movie, every hero gets their, like everybody on Team Sonic kind of gets their moment. Sonic gets knocked out, Tails gets knocked out, and Knuckles is the one that prevails and is able to get them safely back on Earth.
Yep.
My biggest issue and problem with the movie is that Shadow can teleport, correct?
he can't.
Okay. He can teleport.
He just stops.
So him and Ivo are trapped on this place. They're about to sacrifice themselves because they can't escape the death egg, which is about to blow up. Can Shadow like teleport Robotnik out or no?
He could have.
So
He could have.
Shadow has chaos energy, which comes from like just himself. But if he like expels it by powering the death egg.
Okay.
So he effectively doesn't have enough energy to teleport himself away from the blast zone.
I accept your theory.
Me too.
I never would have thought of that. Lee says you're full of shit.
What part of that was bullshit?
The fact that he had an entire fight with Sonic before he got the Master Emerald. He fought him and had the energy to do so and did it well, enough to knock the Emerald out of Sonic. So he had the energy to do it.
But yet he still lost.
Right. I'm saying he had the energy to teleport. He just didn't.
I mean,
I think
Edit that
he
out.
did.
Edit that phone call out.
Edit this whole conversation.
I think he did. I'm going to say that he did teleport both him and Robotnik out.
see, that's
For another movie.
That's a good theory.
He's not dead.
No, they teleported them both.
Hold
out.
on. They assume he's dead because they're going to have to pay Jim Carrey to come back for a fourth one.
This is the exact same thing that happened at the end too.
You assume
Yeah.
he's dead, and that's why, whoa, you're alive? Yeah.
Yeah, but now
Because
we have an easy way out.
Really, who
Shadow
cares
is
about
there.
the explanation? Like, yeah. And they could easily go back and show Shadow go womp womp and move him,
Boom.
and he's pushing it,
Have you all seen
So-
the after credit scenes?
Yes.
No.
So tell Logan, tell us what happens. What happens at the end of the movie or the post-credit scene?
Well, you see Shadow's whatever they're called on Earth.
His bracelets.
Yeah, and you just see his feet on the screen. His feet
Yeah,
is
that's
just there.
Yeah, so he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But,
knew it.
but
Okay.
we never see Robotnik.
End of the movie is they all reunite. They're getting ready to have an actual race again. Sonic takes off, and then it goes day to night like that. He's in the middle of the forest.
He sees the New
The
York.
entire theater that Logan and I were in absolutely erupted whenever two red eyes appeared in, is it Negasonic or Metal?
Robot
Metal
Sonic.
is
Metal Sonic appears. He's able to take out Metal Sonic, and then like 100 Metal Sonics appear, and then Pink Hedgehog appears with a hammer.
Dun dun dun.
Exactly,
And
and starts taking
What's
him
her
out.
name?
Amy! Everyone went wild when they
And it
saw
says Sonic returning in
2027.
2027.
Ev-
So with or without Jim Carrey, that
Everyone
movie's
at
coming.
Oh,
the
he'll be
theater yelled in
Money,
joy
baby.
when they saw all
And it
Shadow's
makes money,
feet.
so
Everyone
keep
yelled.
making them. Honestly, how many movies like this that are not? It's a blockbuster movie, knowing what it is. You know what I mean? And
Right.
why not keep making them?
Right.
It's like the Scream movies; they do well. So, or the Saw movies, they're terrible. People watch them, enjoy them, and it makes money. So keep doing it.
I
We have
happen to
12
be
Friday the 13th movies.
I happen to be a
Those are
big
not
fan
good, though.
of the Scream franchise. So if you could keep
no, I am too. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you go into it kind of like,
You
all
know
right,
exactly
which
what's gonna
one of
happen.
you is the killer?
Right.
You know what I mean? So you
Or
know,
multiple, yeah.
Right. You know what's happening, but you still have fun
watching it. Right.
Right. And but they're not like award-winning movies. They're just
Right.
are what they are.
Someone was Scream for Halloween
Oh.
in third grade.
I don't believe you.
My best friend Russell.
They let that happen in Catholic school?
Fake.
Okay. Well,
Let's get to some grades.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Any final thoughts on the movie first?
No, but it was
great.
fun.
Let's get to it.
It was good. It really was fun.
So Logan, since you're our guest, we have a rating scale of S through F scale.
There we go.
Yeah, I know.
And
ya?
S is we only have 10 spots available for the S tier.
mean.
So far we have Jaws, The Exorcist, and The Way Way Back, along with Elf, our newest edition.
I would have taken me a minute to remember which
Right.
one were S and S tier.
I'm giving it an A plus.
A plus. Okay.
A plus.
Any
plus
reason why an A plus?
Why not an S?
Because they didn't spare the chow.
They didn't what?
Spare the chow.
Okay.
The chow are dead now.
I wasn't aware they maimed and killed Chow.
I don't even know who Chow is.
Those like little blue things at the Chow Garden.
Oh. Okay.
They didn't spare them.
Rip.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right.
Colton, as our producer dash editor and massive Sonic fan, what did you think of Sonic 3?
Our Sonic expert.
I'd say an A minus, B plus.
Okay. Which one? A minus?
That's I'd say A minus because I'm biased.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're propane. Got it. Okay. Lee?
I'd give it a C plus.
Wow.
Why is that?
I figured that was a Lee grade.
Because it was better than Dragon Ball, and it had Jim Carrey in it, who I think is pretty funny.
Hey,
It had a
DBZ, sir.
It had
Please.
a very decent story and some good gags for an obvious kids movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a Sonic Kids movie, so I mean.
That's why it's getting a plus.
I'm going B. I don't think it's an A movie. I mean, just for obvious reasons. But I enjoyed it, and I unfortunately am going to have to watch it again, and I won't mind it.
Right.
Like it being on, I'll laugh at things that happen on the screen.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be like, Dragon Ball being on me and be like, oh, I don't want to watch this again.
Keep in mind, we gave that, what, like a B plus or something?
We were being nice.
Yeah.
Continue.
Very nice.
We were being sensitive.
Right.
Very.
Back when we were sensitive. You don't have to be sensitive anymore, though.
I gave you the worst birthday gift.
Oh my
I
gosh.
knew they wouldn't like it.
I gave it a B.
Give it a
That's
C+.
a great. That's a
rated
great.
it higher than Dragon Ball.
Yeah, C is average, so
B
it's
is
above
above
average.
average.
Above average.
I gave it an A minus.
Yeah, I would agree with what Colton just said if we didn't hear it. He said that this is the best Sonic movie that they made, which I completely agree with. I did like the second one.
It's
I thought the first one was
deeper.
okay. Yeah.
It is deeper than
and
the other ones.
The other ones felt like a Kong versus Godzilla movie where it's like half of the subplot was based on the human characters and you didn't get much Sonic. Well, I mean, you do focus on the human characters, but, you know, the human characters being Jim Carrey for, you know, most of the human character side plot. So I would agree with that. I think it's really funny. It, like you were saying, it's a good movie to sit down and watch with your kids. I wouldn't be upset if we sat down and watched, you know, Sonic.
It's always
for
a
movie
Sonic
night.
movie, one of them on at the house.
Right.
Like Jack watches them all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
That being said, I'll probably give it a B. I had a pretty good time with the movie.
Wow.
So
Better than Inside Out 2 being on, which I very much love, but my God, I don't
What a
wanna
depressing
be
movie
depressed
the
every
whole
time I
time.
watched. And he always watches Up 2, which is one of my favorite movies, but
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I don't want to feel.
Can we
I
get
just
through
wanna
the
not
first
feel when I'm watching a
30
cartoon.
minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Opening scene is.
Oh, it's devastating.
Also,
It's devastating.
I thought
Up
it was
has
hilarious.
blood.
This dude.
Did you say there will be blood?
No, there is blood.
You have a straw.
Yeah.
I have a straw.
Drink it up.
That's for another time.
I drink your milkshake.
When he hits that one guy,
I drink it up.
when he hits that one guy,
Yeah.
you can see in the background that his forehead is obviously bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
And which one's that?
Up.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
He does. He gets in trouble.
yeah.
Okay.
It's for another time. So what do we have? A plus,
C plus.
C plus,
B. A plus.
A minus,
A minus.
B,
B.
B.
So B plus.
say like a B minus.
Let's say a
B?
probably B plus.
B plus
B
would
I
be
say
fun.
B
I'm
plus.
okay with the B plus. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
all right.
solid. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else for Sonic 3, guys?
No.
Now I'm gonna go take a nap.
Thank you so much for. Thank you if you made it all the way through this.
Nobody did.
No.
Nobody did.
Oh, I bet they did. I bet they
So,
did.
but
All right.
All right.
We'll
We'll
see you
see you on
later.
the next one.
Oi, oi.
Later.